Welcome to First Opinions. Today, we're looking at RICO by Ground Shatter. Alright, so how you guys doing tonight?
Good.
You ready for
Swanky.
some RICO?
Yeah, does it stand for anything?
Look it up.
You're supposed to know. You're the host, man.
Nah, that ain't how it rolls.
Wow, you're pretty good at this.
Yeah,
totally
you're like
good at
shooting that guy with like the chair and...
That was not me.
that. Maybe that's the guy's name. He's Rico the Cop Man.
Trust me, it won't go that smoothly.
So this guy's the Police. Okay, that's his name, right? Gotcha. Seize evidence. Oh, it's like training. Alright. It's like police foundations.
Or Crime Foundation. Maybe you're the bad guy.
Yeah, I guess you could be.
You're looking for evidence to destroy
Wow, that's a pretty hardy lock there.
it. And he has been defeated by the first enemy of the game, the lock.
Seriously.
Exit
And the door.
building. Oh, that's the end bar. Okay, you need to seize evidence first.
Imagine needing a map to get out of a room
Whoa!
with one exit.
Well,
Kick that door in. There you go. Boom.
You would
You
think
got
that.
it. You're getting them fast. Look at how fast he's killing these guys.
See,
There's no way if those were real people they'd have a chance.
it's very floaty.
I can't wait until,
Like,
until
see?
there's a hostage and Sandra's like, bang, bang, bang.
You guys are supposed to be talking about the game, not my playing of the game.
I disagree.
Well, I mean,
You gotta also
it's kind
get
of
the-
hard to judge a tutorial, you know? Like, it looks fine, maybe.
I assume this is
I don't know how
tutorial.
good the controls are, right?
You said they're floaty?
They're floaty. The thing that I don't
Yeah.
understand, okay, is it gives you a prompt when you can't open the door. Like there was a lock on the screen,
Yeah.
but not when you could open the door.
Bad training.
Right?
This is why you need the training to figure out how to open door.
Now you gotta find all them evidence. There you go. There's one.
Oh, you found the briefcase.
See, I can't open that door.
I mean, it's
I like
hard to
how
judge a tutorial.
this training is... These guys be shooting at you, okay?
I mean,
it
the
doesn't
Malay-
look anything special right now,
But the melee attack is a lot more reliable.
and
Yeah, you're basically just billy clubbing them with dip stick.
wait, you can't move and shoot at the same time?
I can barely stand still and move and shoot at the same time on this.
Wow, that sounds incredible.
No, I mean you can do it, it's just the controls aren't really good for it.
I mean, that still doesn't sound that great. That
Hit 'em
almost
all
makes it
down.
sound worse.
Yeah, I think Sanders is talking about how the controls are floaty, so when he's moving, it's not like he can actually, you know, shoot anyways.
But that's not a good thing.
No, it's a bad thing. Kicking
I
down
mean-
doors that don't need to be kicked?
Maybe when the N64 was out, that would be like, oh, floaty, at least it shoots. But now it's like, there's so many games with
I mean,
just perfect. There's so many games with perfect first-person shooter controls. That's one of the things you just have to get, right?
are you not feeling the, whatchamacallit, GoldenEye here? You know, a bunch of enemies that aren't moving, he's just shooting.
I mean, kind of, yeah. Very N64 era. Okay, what is he trying to do? Oh, he's still trying to find all the briefcases.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
he
he needs
got
to
it.
exit the building.
Yeah, leaving operation.
Well, you know what? Now that we'll be at a real match, or real thing, hopefully it'll be a little more interesting than that.
I love all these cinematic shots of things that did not happen that I was in.
I mean, I'm assuming that you get to shoot real people in this soon.
I mean, eventually. I'll let you know right now.
Oh,
all
you can
these...
slide. So you remember to do the slide, because, you know, you're good at shooting already.
Shut up, Josh. All of these are procedurally generated.
That's kind of cool.
They just randomly place enemies in rooms and...
Yeah, that isn't too bad. So you get
Was the slowdown because you pushed a button, or was it just because you kicked in the door?
I think it was because I kicked in the door.
Those guys did not stand a chance against you.
I mean, he did so well against the dummies.
Yeah.
Well, talk about, like, the graphics, the sound, something.
I mean, the graphics are okay. That doesn't matter as much if the gameplay doesn't play well. I mean, you're seeing a bunch of guys that look exactly the same, so they don't have a lot of skins, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, they were all hired at... They were all hired at Goons R Us.
Yeah.
We can't really talk about the sound, because we don't hear it.
Yeah, for all we know, it's going pew pew pew.
Which would be
Actually,
awesome.
that's better. That's better if it's going pew pew
That's
pew.
probably better. Probably a lot
You
better.
guys don't hear
That's
the
actually
sound?
good.
No.
Of course we don't. We have to turn it on.
Oh, right, because you guys are on...
Yeah.
We have to. Yeah. Anyways, technical difficulties, people.
Yeah.
Taking the money, yeah.
Okay, so you're going around robbing people. This is kind of cool.
He's polite.
Like I was saying, I'm pretty sure he's a criminal. Like, look at these guys. These guys are obviously just minding their own
It's like
business,
the triplets.
going around.
Yeah, I think it's just it feels very last generation. I mean, other than the procedurally generated, like that's pretty cool. But definitely a lot of the other stuff, like the controls, the actual look of it, is very last gen.
Oh yeah, it's
Which
definitely...
I mean, okay, give it, you know, with a smaller indie company, that's what they can do, right? But I would at least expect them to get the controls right.
Yeah, I mean, graphically speaking, it's extremely basic, of course.
But if it's
not
fun,
necessarily-
like the graphics don't matter as much,
Yeah,
right?
it's not necessarily bad though. Like it's clean enough. The most important thing is if there is like contrast, so things don't blend into each other or aren't like annoying to look at. It's obviously not going to be like a graphical sensation to look at,
Yeah.
but it's functional, and that's for an indie game. That's usually the best you can expect, especially for something that's like 3D like this. There's obviously some really nice looking 2D indie games, but not so much on the 3D.
Oh, Officer Down.
You know, the thing is, that entire time I was taking damage, there was no feedback, there was no visual, like, cue
Yeah, it
that
didn't
I was
look
taking.
like it other than
Yeah, you just had your health meter at the bottom,
yeah,
right?
other than the health meter. Yeah, there was nothing.
There was no, like, literally
Which is
no
usually-
feedback that I was taking damage. So, final thoughts, guys.
It's okay. I mean, I like the idea of it because, you know, it kind of feels a lot like what Counter-Strike is, right? Except, of course, this is police foundations as opposed to terrorists and counter-terrorists. But, like, it just doesn't look to play that good. If you told me the controls were good, then I'd, okay, be more interested.
They absolutely were not, sir.
Yeah, and that's always going to be the main thing for a game like a shooter where basically everything is heavily reliant on the gameplay, even more than it usually is, and it usually is with a game.
Well, the big
But
the big draw
this
for
doesn't
this
really
is
seem to have anything else.
the big draw for this is that it's supposed to be both online and offline co-op, right? Like you're supposed
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
and then you're supposed to grind like new skins and abilities and weapons and gear.
That would obviously be the one nice thing is the co-op part of it. But there's so many,
Thanks,
so many co-op games right now.
It's not Uniracers. That's right, it's not Uniracers.
There's so many co-op games by now that like being co-op as a first-person shooter is not a big deal. Probably the best part of it is the procedurally generated part, since it adds some.
You know what I will say?
randomization.
This is a rarity for me. Okay, I think this game would be good in VR.
Yeah, you know what?
Because the idea of being able to pretend you're a police officer, you taking out a bunch of crooks, like in a VR setting, and that would fix a lot of the controls as well, because the controls would be based on your own hand movement,
And
right?
the gameplay is so simple and straightforward. It doesn't look like there's a whole bunch of like abilities and
Yeah, you don't need to worry about much.
weapons.
It's basically aim, shoot, kick down doors, like that. And I think that would appeal to some people in the VR world.
Yeah, you have a point.
And I don't speak very highly of VR often, so that this is a rarity. But
We're
But
gonna
it is
find
a
the other
VR
Bob.
game, so boo.
All right, well that's it for first opinions on RICO. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, did you like that video? If you did, be sure to let us know by clicking the like button and leaving a comment. If you want to be first in line for any new content, be sure to subscribe to our channel and then hit up our Facebook page. The link's in the description below to see what's coming up next.